Hi everyone. I hope all is well with you. So I have a question. How many people knows what it feels like to be under a spiritual attack? Just stop and think about it for a second. Well, I'm under a spiritual attack. And it is something else, let me say. But let me say, I thank God in advance for my deliverance, for my healing, for allowing me to understand that I'm under a spiritual attack. And mind you, there's no telling how long I've been under this attack, because remember, I've been in a dark place. My depression and my anxiety flared up like greatly. And so I'm trying to do all of these things on my own. I'm trying to fix this problem and fix that problem and solve this and solve that. Girl, bye. You can't solve nothing on your own. Period. So I'm going through these obstacles, and it's really something else. And so once I feel like I'm just breaking and I have nowhere to turn, I fall to my knees and I'm just screaming, Jesus, I need you, I need you, I need you. And of course he's right there. He comes to ease my pain. So now my pain is eased. And now I need to turn back into my Bible and go back to reading my Bible to uplift my spirit, to get me back on the right path. Well, guess what? My Bible is gone. Nowhere to be found. And that's very odd and strange, because I keep it in the same place at all times. It really had me thinking, so I'm tearing up my room and I'm looking for my Bible because I know where I keep it, right? Well, I go to my car, I run some errands, and I get ready to go to work, and it's late. And so I know that y'all know I drive, because I'm always in my car. So I walk downstairs and I crank up my car, and I'm looking in my neighbor's mirror, or window rather, of my car reflections, my light reflections, excuse me. And guess what? My light is out. Now, everyone probably is like, okay, well, go to AutoZone or wherever and get you a light. Yeah, I can't. This light has to be put in by the dealer. I have to take it to a dealership. So now I can't work. And you would think that I would wallow. But this time I went in the house and I had a praise break. I thanked Jesus in advance. I praised him for what he was doing. Because when you allow yourself to give the enemy joy, and you're doing something totally different to your life. In my belief, I believe you making your walk just a little bit harder. And I did that for several years now. Instead of realizing that I was under a spiritual attack and doing what I've always done, is stopping and praying to God and asking him to guide me and lead my footsteps, I'm getting mad. I'm getting bitter. I'm getting meaner. I'm not a mean person. I'm a very friendly person. It had come to the point where I started saying I don't even like people. That's not true. I love people. I love people. I am definitely a people person. I can talk to any and everyone, be open and honest about my life. I love to help people. So for a minute, I'm confused. How do you not like people, but you love to be around people? You love to talk. Yeah, that was the devil trying to get me. I'm good. No thanks. I'm great. And so I just wanted to ask, how many people are under spiritual attack? Do you even realize that you're under a spiritual attack? Have you identified with it? I didn't identify with it because I was so consumed with hurt and pain and bitterness to where I couldn't even begin to see. And you know how you come out of your spiritual attack? You really have to give everything to God sincerely. That is such a true statement. You have to give it to Him and let Him direct your path. And most importantly, you have to forgive people. How can you not forgive, but you want to be forgiven by God? And when you're forgiving someone, you gotta learn to forget. And when I mean that, I mean to where you're not quick to bring back up what happened, or one little thing is gonna trigger you and you're gonna remember, oh yeah, this person hurt me, they did such and such and such. That means you didn't really forgive them. You attempted to forgive them at the moment, but all of that begins to consume your body, and it makes you a totally different person than what you are. It starts to make you almost a mean, evil, bitter person who thinks they don't like people, but you love people. You love people. It's amazing to me how things affect you. I've always been so bubbly. I've always been so outgoing and understanding. Always easily to forgive. But when that hurt just start piling on top of each other, one after another, after another, after another, after another, that hurt begins to not fade. It begins to get deeper and thicker. It begins to make you ask yourself, why? And we're not supposed to question things ever in life, right? You're supposed to trust and allow God to do His work. But you're questioning God when you're not trusting Him. And troubles don't last always. And once you learn how to conquer your storm, it won't be as bad. Because nowhere did anyone say you won't go through a storm. You won't have trials and tribulations. If anyone thinks that, I apologize, because that's not a true statement for anyone in life. A true statement is, we're going to go through something. It just matters how we get through what we're going through. And so if you allow yourself to maintain and get through, you'll be okay. But if not, you're not going to be okay. It's going to make you a different person. It's going to chip away at your spirit, at your heart, at your soul. And things that are so simple that you shouldn't even stop and think about and worry about, they're going to fester and they're going to be so big, and they're really not big. And it just shows your lack of faith and trust, your immaturity to be able to decipher what you give your energy to and what is irrelevant. I gave my energy to so much for so many years, And that's not even me as a person, guys. No parts of me entertains foolishness. But for so many years, I entertained so much foolishness. And it's ridiculous because at the end of the day, whom did I hurt? I hurt self. I hurt self. I changed me. You should never allow anything to make you change you. Hold on for one moment, please. My apologies. And so I say all of that to say this. We have to do better with ourselves. We have to learn how to pick ourselves up because no one else can. And we can't wallow in self-pity. I did that for so long. Oh my goodness. I can't even begin to tell you who I was. I couldn't remember anything. When I say anything, nothing. I did good to remember my name and the days of the week that I work. You know, it plays on your health. It makes you a totally different person when you don't know how to cry out for God and get that help and release it and let it go completely. It makes you a way different person, right? And I'm only telling you this because I don't want anyone to have to go through what I went through. My awakening is awesome, but I have so much further to go. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And so as I'm finding my way and filtering, and I have to stay grounded because of course the enemy is going to come at me even harder now because I don't want to go back. I don't want to be the same person that I was. I don't want to wallow in self-pity. I just want to praise God and thank him for all the things that he has done for me, for allowing me to renew my strength. That's what I want to do. I want to focus on me, loving me, making me a better person while focusing on everything else that I need to focus on. If I focus on me for a little bit, for a long bit, however long it takes, then I will become that better person. But if I continue to wallow in self-pity or think about the past, even think about yesterday, which is the past, I'm not accomplishing anything. You can't do anything about yesterday. You can only pray for today and hope for tomorrow, or go through your day today and pray for tomorrow, and always ask for guidance. And don't be so quick to speak, because for years I started just having an answer. I can't stand people that always have an answer because you haven't heard anything. And I became that person. How can you understand or receive something if you are quick to respond. You can't. Everything that I didn't like, I became. You hear that? Everything that I did not like, I became. That's not good. It's not good, not even a little bit. Because that means I became a totally different person. No, ma'am. Get back to your foundation. I need to get regrounded. I need to understand what I'm doing. I need to understand my purpose. And understanding your purpose is taking your time, praying, allowing God to direct you, and moving forward. You can't control the past. You can't change the past. You can only make the best for today and pray that tomorrow gets better. And so as I'm on my journey, some days, y'all, I'm going to be so happy and hype. And some days I may be crying and broken and but just know, trouble don't last always. And God is definitely going to see us through. So I want y'all to remember this. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. And know that I'll be back soon